Jeffree Star is reportedly in a cash crisis after multiple unsuccessful products and is willing to sell anything at this point.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Omaomi, aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are discussing Jeffree Star. Now, Jeffree Star is an OG beauty YouTuber, influencer, social media influencer, content creator, and brand owner. He is a guy, but he wears wigs, he puts makeup, full makeup, and the rest. Now, Jeffree Star over the years has gotten a lot of followers. He has millions and millions of followers on TikTok. He has millions and millions of followers on YouTube and Instagram, and is also a brand owner of Jeffree Star's Cosmetics. And lately, people have been saying that it looks like he is broke. And in this video, we are going to check out what exactly is making some people say that Jeffree Star is broke. We're going to look at some of the things that he has said and done that have rubbed people the wrong way. We're going to look at people's thoughts about him being broke. We're going to check out his own thoughts about his business. And we'll also look at what people think about him in general. And then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, let's get into this video.
Jeffree Star is reportedly in a cash crisis after multiple unsuccessful products and is willing to sell anything at this point. Everything in this video is alleged, not confirmation of validity of allegations. The makeup guy who moved out to the wilderness has a string of unsuccessful product launches and is now in a cash crisis. He is looking to sell anything he can to stay liquid. And again, this is allegedly Jeffree Star. And the related headline reads, Jeffree Star bringing alien ant farm to Casper for makeup and meat anniversary. The next related headline reads, Jeffree Star reveals how he makes $50,000 a day through social media. Jeffree Star is opening up about how much money he can make through social media. While appearing on the canceled podcast on Wednesday, November 13th, the 39-year-old makeup mogul and influencer revealed how he can make $50,000 by just going live on TikTok. I probably go live 4 or 5 times a week, Jeffree explained. What do I do on live? I'll make bacon in the morning and make $50,000.
Is Jeffree Star going broke or something, and why are you guys giving him money?
Okay.
Order your vinyls to watch it get signed tonight.
Yay. Oh.
Bridget Marie just ordered the bundle, and Tyrant Foley just ordered the bundle.
Amazing. Thank you guys so much. Okay. Rich Lux, baby. We're celebrating our Warped Tour collab.
YouTube sensation Jeffree Star finally sold his multi-million-dollar Hidden Hills mansion for less than his target price. After more than a year trying to sell his luxurious 19,000 square foot estate, the sassy YouTuber sold it for $16.7 million. And people are talking about the possible cost. Is the uber-rich YouTube star having money problems? Online makeup tutorial queen bought the massive house back in December 2019. After going through a streak of bad luck, including the passing of his dogs Daddy and Diamond, the famous YouTuber wanted a fresh start.
With 2 dogs passing this year and so much, we were ready for a change. And we were already looking, but when I saw this place online, my head was like, oh my God, it's such a dream.
People are calling Jeffree Star transphobic because he said men cannot be women. And a lot of people are saying they find it funny that he's talking about these things when he's had work done. But here's the difference. Jeffree admits that he'll never be a biological woman. That's the point. He can play dress up, he can change his appearance, he can do whatever he wants. But he knows reality does not change. He's not trying to erase women. He's not trying to take away what biological women go through. That's why I respect him. Because he's telling the truth that most people are scared to say. Men cannot be women no matter how much makeup, no matter how much surgery, no matter how much pretending you do. Reality over feelings.
Okay, I'm gonna try this again. TikTok, stop being so sensitive. Jeffree Star has been expressing his opinion regarding trans women in women's spaces. A lot of trans creators aren't having it, but I don't think they're paying attention. If they listen, then they'd realize that what Jeffree Star is saying is true. This creator said Jeffree Star should stay in his lane and that he's got the luxury of playing in women's dresses and wearing makeup and this and that. You said, how many times does Jeffree have to mention James Charles? As many times as it takes. Do you support what James Charles did? He continues to drag Jeffree, saying that nobody's buying his makeup or mirrors. I like his mirrors. Jeffree supports authentic trans women. He just questions those that have a full-grown beard and they put on a dress and they demand to be called a woman and they proudly enter women's spaces. Jeffree started a conversation that I think we need to have. You can always agree to disagree. Having these types of discussions is healthy. Engaging in this dialogue is not transphobia. The same people accusing Jeffree of being transphobic are shaming him for being very sexual and saying that he's had so many surgeries, that he wants to be a woman. Jeffree has never said he wants to be a woman. He's a man who loves makeup, who creates makeup, and likes to wear feminine clothes. There's nothing wrong with that. We've lost the plot somewhere. At the end of the day, if you are comfortable, if you think it's okay for a man with a full-grown beard and a deep voice to enter into a woman's bathroom, that's your opinion, and I strongly disagree.
I think some of you guys are too young to know who Jeffree Star really is. Because for y'all to think that Jeffree would be saying that a makeup, anything, is good to stay on a PR list, baby, you weren't around. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a fan of Nikki Tutorials. I'm not going to say I'm a fan of James Charles, but I respect his work, okay? Just like how I'm not a fan of Jeffree Star as a person, but I am a fan of his work. And I do trust what he says about makeup because he knows what he's talking about. Now, when I seen the Louis Vuitton eyeshadow palette and the lipsticks, the first video that I saw was of Nikki Tutorials. Then I seen one of James Charles. And then I saw the one about Jeffree. Now, I'm too broke to be buying the actual makeup itself. But what I will say is that if I had to trust anybody's word about buying a product, it's going to be Jeffree before it's Nikki and before it's James, because that is Jeffree Star's brand. His brand is literally him being honest about makeup. Do y'all remember when Kylie Jenner sold that makeup brush set and she was selling it for like over $300 and the packaging was straight ass? Do you remember that? He got online and literally said, this is ass. This is ass. A lot of people said it was ass, but Jeffree, he has way too much money. He's very respected in the makeup community, if you take the controversies aside. So to be saying that about him is crazy because he gains nothing from that. Y'all are acting like this man don't got the money to buy the makeup. He did it in his review when he re-reviewed it again. He was like, and I bought this one just so you guys could see that they're not just giving me a better one because I'm on the PR list. I just think y'all don't know who Jeffree is. Y'all just don't know.
We're mad at Jeffree Star now? For the people that don't know what I'm talking about, let me update you. This one, I don't even know why we would be mad at Jeffree Star for this. I'm not going to be able to show you the video. It's a very long video, but it was during one of their lives, and they were live for a good minute. Charlie Kirk ended up passing away, and somebody said during their live that Charlie Kirk passed away. Jeffree Star was editing a YouTube video at the time and ended up saying shit like, I don't know why we would be mad at Charlie Kirk. He's somebody that debated everybody. And the part that I feel like people would be mad about is, you're a they-them loser if you believe any different. I think that's the part that people are mad about. I mean, personally, I've been called worse. I'm not even that, so that's probably why it doesn't offend me. But I feel like that is the reason why people are mad at Jeffree Star. And honestly, I'm not. Like I said, I've been called worse. Kind of seems like we all forgot about the saying. Sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me. Their words. I thought it was kind of funny. Personally, you're a they-them loser. I've never heard that shit in my life. Don't take that offensively, okay? I didn't say that shit. Jeffree Star did. I'm just saying what Jeffree Star said, okay?
Did you know that? And I'm sitting here unboxing makeup in my kitchen and you want to ask for a job right now. Stop it, you guys. I'm in a really silly mood. Don't start with me. Please don't start with me. Money to Shiesty. Your name is Shiesty, which means you're going to steal from my store and try to steal from me. Okay? That's what I get off of it. And you may not be that type of person, but that's the energy you're giving. Anyway, I need another water. I'm also going to eat it. You guys, listen. It's the questions today. If you guys have been in here for a couple hours, is everyone okay? I've never gotten, I mean, that wasn't a weird question at all. But I've gotten a lot of interesting questions today. More so than ever. Like, I thought the full moon was a couple weeks ago. Are y'all okay? Oh my God, Paul A with all the corgis.
Jeffree Star? We're shocked about Jeffree Star.
Jeffree Star is so effing lucky that the internet is not forever. Because he has a 20-year history of being racist and anti-Semitic on the internet. But if you're young or you weren't online like I was online back then, you have no idea. You have no idea about his MySpace fame, about how he would stream on this site called Stickum and say the most racist, vile things. You may have no idea that he started a brand called Lipstick Nazi, which he claims now was a joke like Soup Nazi on Seinfeld. Actual swastikas in the branding. You don't even have to go that far back, like maybe 6 years ago, I want to say, he was using the N-word, calling Jackie Aina a gorilla. And I don't say this to like cancel Jeffree Star. He is proof that cancel culture is not real. No one ever gets canceled. Don't worry about it. I say this because I talk about fashion and beauty on here. I talk about culture and the beauty space, the influencer space that we as a culture have created and allowed to proliferate is so toxic and so individualistic that you can look at someone like Jeffree Star and everything he's done and be like, well, his eyeshadow formula is really good and don't want to live without it. We call it the beauty community. There is no community. There is not. There are fragmented communities for sure, and we all happen to like beauty, but we are not a beauty community that like sticks together. And you can say like, oh, well, that's not surprising because trying to make community around your like retail consumption habits is a fool's errand. But the beauty community, I don't even know what else to call it, like people who love beauty aren't just buying things. It was about the artistry of makeup as well. But honestly, I feel like a lot of the artistry has gotten lost too. It's all just, it's so toxic.
Yeah, but why are we surprised that Jeffree Star said what he said about what happened? And I'm saying that as someone who was completely a part of the rebrand. I was on the train. I was the conductor. I was buying the conspiracy palette. I bought Jawbreaker, Blue Blood, and Royal Blood. I watched the documentaries. I watched the reviews. I was doing my makeup alongside him. But it seemed like he could only be in the good graces for so long. Like he couldn't help himself. And during his rebrand with Shane and everything, I remember the first documentary, he said he addressed his racist past. And he said something along the lines of, you know, hurt people. I didn't think anyone knew who I was. I was just desperate to be heard. No one knew my name, and I wanted the world to know who I was at any cost. Okay, well, people know who you are. You have all the money in the world. You have fame, success, more than enough to be quiet forever. And yet you're still saying all this. Is it for attention? Is it because this is just who you are? Because it's not because you need the attention. It's because this is who you really are. I miss the days when he was like cash apping random single moms for like helping them pay rent that month. Like what happened to that rebrand of Jeffree Star? Is it because like, oh, like the rise of conservatism, it's trendy just to be like this now? He might genuinely just be a culture vulture. Like he was a part of the like positivity, let's love everybody, let's accept everybody movement. He was platforming and uplifting people who were marginalized, who needed the support, who weren't always in the spotlight, you know, and he himself was that person. And now here he is throwing his own people under the bus for a man who would not care about him if anything happened to him, you know?
I'm really tired of Jeffree's fans referring to his history of racism and transphobia as drama. Jeffree Star has screamed the N-word at people. He has called other black makeup artists monkeys and gorillas. He has threatened to throw acid on a black woman's face to make her skin look better. He has been credibly accused of several times, some instances to which he admits to. And when he came on this app after being made irrelevant on YouTube, his way of garnering attention was to be towards the non-binary community and sick people after us so that he could, you know, gain followers and that is why he is so prevalent on the platform today. And as somebody who regularly does colorful makeup looks, I can tell you, I don't use Jeffree Star cosmetics. It's not 2016 anymore. There are a plethora of other options that are even better than Jeffree Star's cosmetic formula. Unearthly Cosmetics, my favorite, has a better eyeshadow formula than Jeffree Star does.
Part 2 of why those of us of color, we don't rock with Jeffree Star. Okay, so to the newbies who don't understand what's going on, why is everybody not supporting Jeffree Star? Because Jeffree Star is a known bigot. He has said several times, called us N-words, all types of backs, and you know what kind I'm talking about. He has hurled every slur that you can think of at minority women and men. And what he does is he'll disrespect us, then apologize, disrespect us again, then apologize. He's been doing this, what, for over 15 years now?
Jeffree Star, $500 million? Jeffree Star said no to $500 million offer. Here we go. To potentially buy his brand out. Here's what Jeffree Star had to say about that.
Yeah, New York, Estee Lauder wanted to buy my brand, and I said no.
What?
Like, really let that sink in. I turned down $500 million. Want to talk about that?
Let's talk about that.
Because this is his art, everybody. I didn't start this for money. Jeffree Star Cosmetics is not $500 million. It's my job, my livelihood, my blood, sweat, and tears. So I didn't want to be like the owner.
You guys know how many tacos I could buy with $500 million? How many chicken nuggets? Here we go. Hold on.
Urban Decay or Too Faced that took the money. And that's great for them. That's beautiful. Congrats to them. They sold their companies at the right time. Now they're worth dog shit because the giants, the L'Oreal and the Estee Lauders, even though I love them, they've ruined these brands. Oh, Too Faced used to be so creative. They sold for $1 billion. Well, people don't know that the owner didn't get $1 billion. He had 5 investors and 3 this, and the lawyer gets the... So yeah, he probably got about $250 million out of $1 billion, which anybody at home is like, well, I would sure love that anyway. Yes, if you're ready to move on and it's your time and you're exhausted from being an owner, I can't relate because I don't feel like that yet, or maybe I won't ever. But when Too Faced sold, you know what the big corporation does? Okay, well, you can be the creative director for a little bit, and then we're not going to give a shit about you.
But not only that, they tend to water down the brand and almost take patents and formula for other brands. You know, he's right.
Then you're going to make sure that all your labs are going to make everything cheaper now. So those beautiful, cool palettes they used to make, well, why do they all look the same and they're dog shit and they feel like chalk? Because Estee Lauder said, we're going to go to labs that are going to make it cheaper now. Oh, your concealer that used to cost $6 to make? Well, we want the cost of goods to be $4, motherfuckers, and we're going to even upcharge it now because the tariffs of the new economy. And they slowly break down the hardcore customers that love them, and it all turns to McDonald's, Disney. Yeah. Yes, so when I started my brand with 3 liquid lifts in my 2-bedroom apartment, I didn't dream that any of this would ever be possible. So to me, $500 million wasn't acceptable because it wasn't about that. And they would just take, can you imagine taking Jeffree Star Cosmetics and what were they going to do to it? Everything would be dog shit. They would make everything cheaper, quicker to market. It would dumb it down. And I didn't want that. So, hi. Right.
There you go. And this is why it's important sometimes to really look toward these independent brands who really care about quality, consistency, formula, as opposed to mass to market. Anyways, let me know what you think about that in the chat down below. This is Rich Lux with the hottest news on TikTok.
Okay, so we've seen what exactly is going on. I would love to hear your own thoughts about the fact that people think that Jeffree Star is going broke. Do you think that because he's going on live and marketing his brand that he might be going broke? Do you think that because he sold his house, he might be going broke? Do you think that it's because of he has said and done some things that might be problematic, he might be going broke? I would love to hear your own thoughts, so please leave your comments in the comment section. Now, personally, I used to watch Jeffree Star with Jackie Aina, Patricia Bright back in the days. Jeffree Star was problematic. That is just something I knew. He always had strong opinion about things. I believe he had an issue with Jackie Aina. I think they had a beef or something, or maybe something happened. I'm not quite sure. But he was always in the drama channels, people reporting about his drama and everything. And he was really bold with his opinion. But the thing is that I felt like he was really good at his craft, at the beauty, makeup and everything that I was doing. His makeup was always like very, very loud and the rest, and it looked like he was creative. And then when he started his brand, I was like, oh, this guy is using his money for something, and he might be problematic, but I think that he's smart business-wise and the rest. So I really did not pay him a lot of attention because I stopped watching a lot of beauty videos. After a while, life got busy, and so I've not really like been watching his videos. I just see him pop up once in a while, and as usual, his reviews are really like brutally honest, at least to my own opinion and to some people's opinion. He is someone that will call a spade a spade. If he doesn't like it, he doesn't like it. And if he doesn't like it, he's going to tell you why he doesn't like it, and even use some very strong words to describe the whole thing. So maybe that's kind of what appeals to people and why people have continued to support his brand, even though he is problematic. Now, he has said some things that people don't resonate with. So like I said, I feel like he had an issue with Jackie Aina or some black beauty YouTubers, and people say that he might be racist. So I think that's one issue that people have had with him. Another issue is that he has been very loud in saying that there are only two genders, the male and female. And I think that's why some trans women don't like him. They've said that he might be transphobic because of him saying that there are only two genders and a trans woman is not a woman. I think that's where some people have had a problem with. Now, personally, as a healthcare worker, I would say that he's right in saying that we forever be male and female, men and women, even if you change your appearance. I think a lot of people have a problem with him saying that because he wears wigs, he puts makeup, he does his nails, he dresses like a female, and he's still saying he's a male. So they feel like he is pandering to women or something. I don't know. But I have a problem with people attacking him because he's kind of fighting for biological women. Why are you attacking him because he's fighting for he's making a statement known about genders? Why are you having a problem with him trying to make sure that women get what is meant for them? And he's calling out the men who appear to be women and telling them that no matter how you change your appearance, you will still be a biological man. I find it weird that it is the trans women that have a problem with the statement. I've not seen any trans man like call him out or something, which a trans man is a biological female that is appearing like a male. I don't understand why people are attacking him. It just reminds me of another I believe it's a trans woman, I'm not sure, or maybe someone like Jeffree Star that just likes to wear wigs and do their makeup and everything. He was calling out trans women who were saying that they are experiencing POS symptoms, and I'm like, and people were attacking. I think people were attacking him, I'm not sure, but he made a video calling out those trans women that were saying they were experiencing PCOS symptoms, which is polycystic ovarian syndrome. And in the comment section, I was like, are you serious that some trans women are saying that? Why are you saying that? Yeah, because at the end of the day, trans women are biological men. PCOS, oh, ovarian. No matter how you change your appearance, you cannot grow ovaries, you cannot grow fallopian tubes, you cannot grow uterus. You were born a male. You have the XY chromosome. You have your own private part. I'm not about to start doing diagram. But why would you say you are experiencing PCOS symptoms? It now makes it look like the women that are having PCOS symptoms, you are making them feel like they are manufacturing it. They are manufacturing the symptoms. They are manufacturing the diagnosis. And people are not kind of attacking him for saying that. The same way they're attacking Jeffree Star, and I'm like, I don't get it. I don't get it. As a female, as a biological female, I don't get it. And I feel like it's unfair for some men who have decided to identify as women to start trying to oppress biological women who want to continue to identify as women. I feel it's very unfair. And I also feel it's very unfair that you will be attacking the men who are calling you out and saying that they are this, they are that. Why? Anyway, moving on. Now, people are saying that Jeffree Star is going broke. And one of the reasons why some people are saying that is because they say he does a lot of TikTok lives and people are giving him money on the lives and everything. And from what I've seen, it looks like he does a lot of TikTok lives to also promote his brand, his business. And people are not saying, oh, like he's not selling a lot, that's why he's doing that. And to me, I'm like, I don't understand. This person has decided to, in Nigeria, we say, carry his market on his head because he is the one that started it. He knows the sweat and money he put into his business and he wants his business to progress. And he saw a way to market it without using a lot of money for marketing campaign. And you people are saying that he's going broke because he's marketing his own business himself. He has the following, he has everything, and he has decided that I will personally push my brand, and it's a problem or an indicator that he's going broke. For honestly, a business owner that doesn't push his or her brand doesn't value the brand, because why would you have millions and millions of followers and you are not pushing your brand? He decided that he likes being on live and he's doing it. He comes, he says what he wants to say, he pushes his product, and people might buy. People are definitely buying because his brand is making millions and millions of dollars. I believe his net worth, I don't know, I'm not sure about it, but someone was saying something about his net worth being about 400 million, or he makes his brand making about 400 million per year. I'm not sure about that figure, but if his brand is making about 400 million per year in sales, I don't think that's bad for a brand that he started from scratch. Now, people are also complaining that people are gifting him things, money on his life, and he's collecting it. I don't understand. I don't think he pointed gun at anybody's head to give him the money. If people decide they want to give Jeffree Star money and he's collecting, fine. If he says he doesn't want, fine. But how would you use that as an indicator that he's going broke, or you attack him for accepting it? I don't know. Different values. I personally, I don't know if I would accept it if I have so much money. I might say use it to buy something from my company instead of giving me the money. But you might look at it as another extra source of income, and it's all going to the same place. You probably will use the money to invest in his business. So I would not say that he's going broke because he's doing that. So I think people are really reaching by saying that he's going broke because he's going on live. Now, I don't know if what he said in the audio that I heard was true, but he claimed that L'Oreal offered him 500 million to buy his brand, and he said no. Now, someone that is going broke would have sold the brand, would have sold it. But he said no to $500 million offer. In the comment section, people are like, why should he even sell at 500 million? Nah, they make about, like I said, 400 million. I'm not sure. $400 million per year. So why would he sell it at 500? Now, in the audio, he was talking about how he doesn't want to let go of his creative ability, and how when this big corporation buy the brand, they tend to like water down the effort of the owner, and at the end of the day, the brand that started up with a particular aesthetic or particular vibe that people liked would now change, and at the end of the day, the brand just fizzles out. And he did not want that. He's also saying that at this point in time, he loves being the brand owner, he loves his brand, and he's not tired of it, so he does not feel like he wants to sell. Now, if that is true, it shows that he's not going broke. It shows that he just likes carrying his marketing game out. I would say he likes promoting his brand, and he found a way that is convenient for him. Someone said he was saying that he likes he's addicted to going on live or something. I don't know, but with what I know about Jeffree Star from back in the day, he likes attention. So live gives him an opportunity to be on camera without having to think of editing or doing all those things. So I think that him being on live is just him being himself, and him marketing his product or his brand is just him being a brand owner that wants his brand to succeed. So I don't think that these reasons that people are giving for him being broke are substantial reasons, in my own opinion. Now, you might have a problem with him personally because he, like I said, is problematic, but I feel like people should just learn to just click off when somebody is not in line with their values. There's no need to start saying, oh, he's going broke and the rest that people are saying. Anyway, that's my thought about Jeffree Star and people saying that he might be going broke. I would love to hear what you think about Jeffree Star. I would love to hear what you think about people saying that he's going broke. Do you think that they are right to say that he's going broke because he's always on live? Or do you think that he's just being a super marketer and marketing his brand? I would love to hear your own thoughts. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.